Hello and welcome to Wide Family Farm. Today I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna check out my P.O. box, see if I have any mail, and then I am gonna get a very, very, very large coffee. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go. And like I said, I've been sick. I haven't really had a whole lot of energy. I don't have COVID. I just have like a sinus infection. Okay, so I got my iced coffee and yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll take a closer look at some things that are going on in the garden. And we did pick some butternut squash, but we picked some squash, but not all of it is done yet. So we're still waiting for that. I still have some beans coming on. We're gonna have tons of the Chinese noodle beans, and I'm gonna wait to pick those off and get the seeds from them. Okay, so this is just some of the stuff that we have harvested. We're gonna harden these off, and I think maybe this one I might cook today because it has a hole in it. But for the most part, this is one thing that we have harvested thus far. Tons of butternut squash. Let's go ahead. My rose bush is doing really good, guys, and it's grown all the way up here, and it's just in like maybe 3 months I've done this. And that's exactly what I wanted it to do. Going to go ahead and we're going to go in. There's tons of bees everywhere, so I really have to be careful, including that sucker right there. Look at him. So they're really enjoying these marigolds, but honestly, I cannot wait to rip these out. They have just become a giant nuisance when you're trying to walk through here. I cleaned out most of this. I planted some more thyme in through here. I planted some lemon balm, which needs watered. It's going through like a transplant shock. This is parsley, and I'm going to harvest all that out. Haven't done it yet. There's lots of things going on in here. Peppers and all different kinds of stuff. This is the cabbage through here. And this is all the lettuce that I planted, the different types. And it's actually doing really good. Over here, I have the red romaine planted and kohlrabi planted in through here. And it looks fabulous. This is a new pepper that I was trying out. I've never seen them before, but they get really huge. It's called the King of the North. And I decided to plant those, and I've gotten one off of it, I think, so far. I am not by any chance the pepper queen. However, I do have a King of the North pepper right here. I didn't even notice that I had. So this needs to be, oh, there's another one. This needs to be tied up. But yeah, so I didn't even know about some of these. These are the Spanish peppers, and they're not doing very good. I don't have any blooms or anything on them, or any blooms, and I don't have any peppers. My mini bells have done really good. You can see here. And I have tons of them on here. Tons. We've been drying them and everything else. Along with the cayenne. Look at the cayenne. Just love that. Fabulous. Lots of cayenne pepper, and actually this is a Spanish pepper here. And I cannot wait to eat it. It's starting to turn red. Some of my favorite peppers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I got butternut squash still over here. It's still growing, it's still getting huge, but we did come in here and harvest a ton because it's just like, there's one right there. It's just everywhere. I got a couple of pumpkins that are turning colors. They're not ready yet, but they're turning. And pretty soon, all this will be cleared out. We have gone strong, all summer. And it's weird seeing all of this kind of die out, but we still have tons of cabbage and lettuce and stuff, and that will go clear until the frost. And most of these are like the cabbages and stuff are frost hardy, so it can go well and beyond the frost date. I still have strawberries coming on. These are ever-bearing. I got tons of these, and they're doing really well. There's one right there. They're real small, but they're really good. Probably some of the best tasting strawberries I think I've ever had, to be honest. They're just real sweet. These are really, really hot peppers here. This is a chocolate bootlaw, and I'll be using those. I got some nata pinos. This is the turnaround, guys, right here. I was really surprised about these. I didn't think these containers were gonna do anything. So this is what I say when I say don't give up, because we didn't give up on these. We just kept watering them. I threw in some Epsom salts and stuff like that, and they turned out to be okay. These are king of the north, but these turned out to be, you know, not so king like. And over here, these are nata pinos. Move that leaf aside. These are nata pinos. I have one paprika pepper. Because I was all about spices this year. And in this container here, I got one stinking paprika pepper. And I'm waiting for it to change colors. Yeah. These are ghost peppers as well. You can see them. They're all over the place. And yeah, we still got some cherry tomatoes that we didn't pick out. Eventually we're just gonna rip this out of here. I'm gonna save all the seeds here from my zinnias. And I'm gonna try and come through here without getting stung. This is the problem that I have with trying to get through there. One thing I do have to say is these Mexican sunflowers really brought in the bees. So I'm saving a lot of these flower heads. This one specifically, you can see here, I'm going to deadhead a lot of these and save the seeds. And plant a ton of this next year, because it did absolutely wonderful, and the bees love it, and the butterflies. So that will be definitely something I plant next year in the garden. Over here is still our potatoes, and they're doing wonderful. These will be Christmas potatoes. In between here, I planted some coxcomb, and you can see, I mean, the coxcomb is just absolutely lovely. It did wonderful. And look down through here. I mean, the garden is just so beautiful with the sunlight. The fall is just a perfect time of year. This is citrus or orange mint. I have not picked this. I don't know how it's going to taste in the tea, so I didn't pick it. And over here is some more chocolate mint, and I have some African daisies here, and I plan on pulling those. They're not doing so good. This is horehound, and I've already had to drink a lot of this already, and it's doing absolutely wonderful. And some of it is going to seed. I just let it do its own thing, but I plan on harvesting a lot of this yet. This is really, really good for colds and good for your chest. And believe it or not, you guys, you can actually smoke this. And it's really good for asthma and bronchitis. And here's some more of the beans. I picked already a ton, and I've damaged a lot of the bushes when I was pulling off the beans. So I don't really expect these to live much longer. I say we have till the end of October. And I think these will just completely die before then. And yeah, I was really surprised. Now that I'm out here, we had a little thing with Gardener Josh. I'm sure my husband will come out here and do a video on that. We had a little thing with Gardener Josh about the gourds, and we had like kind of a second wind on the Zucca gourd, and here is one of them. So our frost date is October 31st, and probably maybe a little bit before that. And here is a Zucca gourd right here. It's still got fuzzies on it. These gourds can get up to 100 pounds. So we're just going to let it go and see. There isn't a whole lot of other gourds that developed on here, and we don't know why. I don't know if it just didn't like the spot or if it got blight, but that is just one of the gourds that we have gotten. Over here, I still have plenty of raspberries, and I wasn't expecting these to take off like they did. But these have also got a second wind, and I'm getting fall gold, but these are red raspberries, the big ones, and they have decided to come on as well. The bees are just enjoying these raspberry bushes, and yeah, I'm really, really thrilled with these. However, they are a giant pain in the ass, not gonna lie. I would highly suggest not planting raspberry bushes anywhere near your garden space. And we still have some very, very large carrots that we haven't picked yet, and we'll be adding those in to our poundage and our weight for Shed Wars, but we haven't picked them yet. They're still in this tub, and they are going to be huge when we pull them, because we have already picked some massive ones out of there. We had a lot of volunteer. That's the problem when you plant tomatoes and stuff like that. You get like a lot of volunteer stuff. Over here, I don't know if you can see it, but we have some volunteer blueberry cherry tomatoes over here. You can see them. They're just popping up everywhere. This was my first year also with Brussels sprouts. Never grown them before. I took a lot of advice from people. I planted these in January, guys, in January, and I've kept these alive. I've cut them up like you're supposed to, and I'm not getting any type of Brussels sprout. It's kind of annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it. They'll probably go clear until the frost. Here, I didn't cut this up. I kind of got sick of it. I'm not gonna lie. It's like very annoying. But yeah, so this side of the garden has just gone wild, and it's because of the butternut squash. And we are probably going to get in here, I don't know, probably sometime this weekend and just rip all this out. It is time to do that. And then the garden will be cleaned up. And yes, Ginger Ninja squash and the Zucca gourds over here, they have a smell to them. And it's not a very pleasing smell, but they look really great on a trellis. And over here is the Zucca gourd flower. It's really, really pretty. And we're getting a ton of them. And we got a ton of bees, bee activity all over the place. So that's what I like to see. And this nasturtium is still going strong. By the way, you guys, I only planted 3 nasturtiums through this entire thing, and it just completely has taken over the bottom portion of the garden, which is good. That's what I want. And if you look closely at the nasturtium, you probably can't tell on the camera, but it's just loaded with honeybees. And they really appreciate the flowers. Not only can you eat the flower of the nasturtium, but you can also enjoy the bees and stuff that go to it, which is really, really important to have a healthy garden. Over here, still volunteer. These were the cherry pear tomatoes, and those are still going on strong. And they're all over the place. We can't eat these fast enough. The cherry tomatoes are usually wild, absolutely wild. Okay, so I feel like I haven't been out here enough. It's really strange for me. I don't know if something's going on with the universe or what, but I just haven't been out here enough, and I just feel like I haven't taken a whole lot of pictures. So I plan on taking some more pictures in the fall here, when the leaves turn colors, and getting out here. It's just absolutely beautiful, and I really, really enjoy nature. Okay, so yes, we do have a food forest. I haven't really done a whole lot of videos on it because, well, not really a whole lot is going on in it right as of yet. We're still in the making of a lot of things over here. So let's go ahead and we'll take a closer look at everything. Yeah, over here is all of our apple trees. And we got about 80 pounds of apples this year, and we did really well. This is the first pear that we've had, and it's ripe. It actually fell off the tree, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I'm gonna eat this one this afternoon. We had a lot of issues with our apples and stuff, so we picked them kind of early. Over here, we did a lot of permaculture type stuff in here, and wow, the ground is just really highly activated with tons of bees. But over here I planted wild strawberries, and over here I planted some mint, and I just see an Asian hornet over here, and I'm out of here. Holy crap. All right, so over here I planted some mint. I was hoping that it would just kind of go wild through here. Word of advice, not to walk through an apple orchard right now. The bees are just going absolutely crazy. This is our only pear tree right here. And I've gotten this pear off of it, and there's one still on it. There it is right there. So maybe we'll eat it. Get a chance to eat it. Still got some apple trees, and with apples and stuff on them, we kind of just let them go. Well, like I said, I'm really, really into this food forest idea. I had planned on putting the cranberries in here, but they didn't do very well, and they take forever. If I can find somebody that can send me bushes, that'd be even better. But till then, I got little sprouts of cranberries, and I don't know if I'll plant them in here or not. Over here, this is valerian root, and it actually really took off in the food forest, and I'm really, really happy. So I got some valerian root in here. And the trees are doing wonderful. And we got a lot of rotten apples. And I absolutely I'm in love with this apple tree here. It's just so beautiful. I got really, really into herbs this year. All different kinds of herbs. This is the side yard. I haven't had a lot of time to come over here and pick weeds. But what I did do is I planted a lot of thyme, and it looks like weeds from a distance, but it is not. And it's all through here. And it's just kind of taken over. I'm excited about that because eventually this will all bloom and it'll just look absolutely beautiful over here. I love flowers, and that's actually what I did before I started gardening, is I had a lot of flowers because where I lived in the city, I couldn't plant anything else. So I'm a huge flower person, and I got some irises there, and peonies right here. They're starting to get big. I got some black-eyed Susans. This is a wisteria that's getting out of hand. I'm gonna have to cut some of it back. In between here, I do have some miniature rose bushes somewhere. Oh, right here. And they had bloomed already. Here's one, and then there's another one. I planted a couple hollyhocks in here. This is peonies here. And these are little miniature irises over here. And these were what's left over of my giant oriental lilies. I need to clean all this out. I'm not going to do it today. Actually, I'm kind of winded just by walking around, and I wasn't expecting that. Over here towards the front, I have another rose bush. And I have over here some rhubarb that I planted. It's in its first year, here and there. And then over here, I planted lily of the valley, which is starting to die out. It'll die out and then it'll come back. Lily of the valley will just take out over everywhere, but it's also poisonous. So you want to keep it away from animals. And this is what it's like looking down through my food forest. And we need more mulch. Eventually this entire area will be nothing but a food forest. And I'm super excited about that. I had in mind that I wanted to plant ramps through here. I also have horseradish and stuff like that I think I'm going to plant in through here. And I want to also plant some comfrey. Heirloom permaculture actually has comfrey roots and stuff that you can get through them and that you can plant through here. So I'm thinking about planting comfrey all down through here. And this is what it's like looking at the garden from a different angle. And everything is just so beautiful. I always have one leghorn, you can see her over there. She just thinks that she can do whatever she wants, and then Harriet thinks she's a leghorn and she can do whatever she wants. And look at her. Look at Harriet. Can you see her? Crazy birds. No, they are not free today, but they think they're free. All right, well, thank you guys for taking the time to watch my garden video. I'm sure I'll have more videos coming up. It's just this week has been horrible for me. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being so awesome. Thanks for watching, and we will see you all in the next live or the next video. Have a good one.